I'm Teresa Dodge. I've been coming to Seacoast Grace for about a year now. And I understand people want to know how I ended up adopting 3 small boys at middle age. I had worked very happily as a civil engineer for about 30 years, and I had hoped to get married, and that's not what worked out. So coming into my 50th year, I got a bunch of friends together and we talked about what I might do for the next 20, 30, 40 years, whatever was remaining. And we made a list of 5 things, and the last thing on the list was adopt kids. And my only prayer request at that time was, please Lord, not that. It was never in my mind. And sure enough, within a year, all the other 4 things were gone. And within another year, it's the only thing I wanted to do. So I started training with Olive Crest. It took a little while to kind of go through the process of thinking, okay, at this age, what I need to consider for kids, what I need to think about. I had to make sure I was financially set. And after about a couple years of training and going through life questions, I was ready to adopt kids, or ready to foster and adopt kids. So I actually signed up for 3 healthy kids under 3. And LA County started laughing at me because it didn't exist in the system. So sure enough, in September 2013, I have the first 2 boys placed with me, 2 brothers that were growing up in separate foster homes. So Gabriel and Ace moved in. They were very stressed out. No one slept. Everyone was anxious with all the changes. So after 6 months of sort of getting the hang of having toddlers in the house, I talked them into giving me their younger brother. Then they handed me a 7-month-old. So I had 3 under 3 by myself, and there's a lot of support through Olive Crest and through my church, but it was extremely difficult. And I was still fostering, which I ended up doing, taking them to visit what we call her Tummy Mommy, taking them to visit with her twice a week. And we did that for 3 years, and they were not successful at getting their kids back. And I became the forever mommy, as they say, as they put it. So in July, a year and a half ago, Gabriel and Ace became my sons, and then January, Caleb became my son. And we had a big old party. Was this a plan I thought God had for me? No, it wasn't. You know, being middle-aged, it's been a big life change to do that. Then I thought, well, they're all close in age. They're 13, 14 months apart. It's gonna be great for them. They're close enough to almost do the same things, but not really. And so there's a lot of conflict. They come out of a place of trauma. So when they're stressed, they reenact the trauma they had before on their brothers. So like my youngest really hadn't experienced much trauma. I'll just leave it at that. But he has in my household, because as his brothers process their trauma, he's on the receiving end. So that's been hard. One of the things I've been really interested in, one of the reasons we came to Seacoast, is to hopefully start a support group for other parents adopting. Because these kids have a little more to process through than, not everybody, but typically biologically born kids. And so being together with other parents that could pray about those unknowns, you don't always know what they experienced, what they're healing through. You know, I want to be raised to be warriors for the kingdom. And so how does that look for a woman to do that? So my prayer request and ongoing is just for strong dudes to come in their life, strong, safe men that can show them how men do things differently than women. And so my prayer request is that that happens, that there's good guys around. We'll see. I'm trusting God will provide that when it's time. What are some of the great things about becoming a mom at this age? I'm much calmer. In my 20s, I was very type A. I would have mowed right through kids. I would have dragged them everywhere I wanted to go. I used to be a big planner and a big worrier, and I'm much more present now because my brain just doesn't do it like it used to do. So being with the kids at this age has been a really good thing. You know you're gonna love your kids because they're your kids, right? When they're biologically born. I wasn't sure how much I was gonna love the ones I adopted, but I love them. And then on top of that, I really like them. They have the coolest personalities. I enjoy spending time with them. We have my old mattress and box spring that I used to sleep on before kids. We pile on there when they're little. We would wrestle. We all fit then. We don't fit so much now, they're getting bigger. But we still do the family sandwich, which means mom on bottom, then Gabriel, then Ace, and then Caleb. So we're getting to be quite a pile now, and it, of course, descends into tickling and wrestling after that. But it's a great bonding thing we do. The best thing about being with these boys is, first of all, from the selfish point of view, I get to be a kid again. I love being outside, I love building things, I love getting dirty. We're all about that every day. And it's just such a joy in my heart to hear them call me mommy. It hasn't gotten old. It's been 4 years, and I look forward to hearing it for a long time. It's been a huge change having them move in, and the best and toughest job I've ever had. And I can't imagine it being any different.